Notre Dame and Indiana. This was a 7 seed versus 10 seed matchup. Now, Curtis Rourke got off to a rough start. Xavier Watts picks him up. Two-play sequence changed the whole game. Here goes Jeremiah Love for 98. That's almost 30 yards more on one run than Indiana averages giving up per game on the season.
Yeah, it's 98 here. I think he ended up with 108. They did a good job of rotating their backs and staying fresh. But I think that run just set the tone for the entire game, really, after that pick.
Riley Leonard finding Jaden Thomas 14-0. Hey, look, really, it was a knockout play. Look, we've given Cignetti his flowers all year, and he deserved them. He earned them. 11 minutes to go, down by 3 possessions, punting, less territory.
Yeah. Couple of decisions really throughout that game that were a little against what his personality is. You know, he's pretty aggressive. Last night, pretty conservative. I don't know if it was the weight of that playoff, but he didn't play like he had all year in that game.
So they will cheer for old Notre Dame, and they will move in to the Sugar Bowl to take on the 2nd seed in this playoff. Georgia, you see, but the Irish defense, hey, look, this Irish defense, man, they've been something all year, and they shut down Indiana for sure. And we are pleased to be joined by the head coach at Notre Dame, Marcus Freeman. Now, Marcus is having to improvise and adapt because the party went so hard last night in South Bend, it wiped out Wi-Fi across campus. So I think Marcus is joining us via some cellular service now.
Oh, yeah.
Marcus, let's talk about that two-play swing, the interception by Watts, the run by Love. What happened in that moment in terms of setting the tone for that game?
Well, I think, it was a huge confidence builder for the entire team. Our defense started the game and went 3 and out and did a really good job, but then we throw an interception and they start driving the ball a little bit. And for X to get that interception, the -2 or -1, and the next play, Jeremiah to run it 98 yards, it was a huge confidence builder and a great way to start the game.
Hey, Marcus, Kirk, congratulations on that first win. These other college football playoff games today, it's the first time. Ryan Day was just with us. We have Penn State. Just talk about that energy. You coached in so many big games. You played in big games. What was the college football playoff like as far as on campus in that first round that these other coaches are going to experience today?
Yeah, it's something obviously I've never experienced and nobody else has either. We play in a lot of big games at Notre Dame Stadium, but to be able to do it knowing that it's a playoff game and that type of atmosphere in the cold, it was a night game, it was awesome. And I know these other coaches and the teams that are playing at home will experience it, but it's something that's indescribable and something that's never happened on anybody's campus.
Coach Freeman, congratulations on a fantastic win last night. Your quarterback, Riley Leonard, he was criticized a little bit earlier in the season, but it seems like he's really played extremely well, especially last night, got into a rhythm. Talk about his evolution of the quarterback position and what he means to you guys as the quarterback of Notre Dame.
He's been a terrific leader. Competitor, leader by example. I think there's a progression for anybody as you get into a new place, a new coordinator to get to the level you want to be at. And I think the first game of the season, the score maybe the outcome masked some deficiencies that we've had. And what you saw was a coordinator and a quarterback really be intentional about the time they spent together and the game plan. And we're asking him to do things that he can do really well. And he's making really good decisions, taking care of the football, and leading us to a really good play.
Well, Marcus, congratulations. I think you've done an outstanding job this year handling early failings, and then your team has dealt with success, and you played an outstanding game last night. But looking forward to Georgia, there's issues in preparation when you have Christmas coming up, big playoff game, but also what does Georgia present from a problematic standpoint that concerns you most?
Well, Coach, I haven't watched a whole bunch of Georgia yet. I spent some time last night after the game trying to look at our film and how we can improve from this last game. And I know that's what Georgia's going to look at, as well as a lot of different things we've done throughout the season. So we got to look at ourselves first and find ways to improve. And I know I'm going to turn on this Georgia film. You're talking about the SEC champs. You're talking about a team that has been really good for a long time. And so I know it will present a great challenge. We look forward to the opportunity, but we're going to focus on the preparation in the upcoming days.
Coach, congrats on a massive win. Your former teammate, A.J. Hawk, will be the celebrity guest picker today. I assume he's going to do a fantastic job, as did you in the playoff environment. I read the Players Tribune article from Riley Leonard talking about that Northern Illinois game, how he was so embarrassed, had to get driven home by the police, and the locker room lifted him up. What have you learned about your team this year? Now, obviously, the early failures that Coach Saban talked about, but you guys have boat race teams. You've lost games. What have you learned about your team, and what did they show to you last night that makes you think, okay, this is a team that's got it inside their soul?
Yeah, I think, you learn the most about an individual or about a relationship in the lowest moments. And that's what I learned what this program was all about, what this year's team was all about. After that loss, it was a team that continued to come together, continue to put in the work necessary to continue to improve. And what you've seen now is a group that is constantly improved and that's playing at as close to its full potential as we can. There's still more. There's a little bit more that we got to continue to find ways to reach that level where we're playing our full potential. But this team is special, and they continue to put the work in that it takes to have success.
Coach, that hairline, do you get a haircut every day?
Not every day. Not every day.
It looks good, Marcus. It looks good.
Clean, sharp.
Look sharp, brother. Look sharp. But I'm going to tell you, too, Marcus was in the moment. That walk into the stadium in that suit with the green lights.
He should have kept the suit on for the game.
Yeah, you're still in the
he was
24-hour celebration period. You can go back and watch that tape. That's pretty good. Awesome. Marcus, congratulations, man. Appreciate you and look forward to talking with you leading up to the Georgia game.
Hey, thank you, guys, man. Enjoy Columbus.
All right. We will. Marcus Freeman, head coach at Notre Dame and the former Ohio State star.
You talk to him, think this guy was never a head coach.
Yeah.
And the way he's able to deal with a loss to Northern Illinois and then all the success and all the hype that comes with that being the Notre Dame coach, just even keel. You almost feel Jim Tressel in him and his style and the way he does it his own way. But I think playing for Jim Tressel has really helped him a lot.
No sweater vest, though.
His fade every day.
Yeah, he's perfect.
Fade is fun. Not his barber.
He relates to the players as well as
Kudos to the
anybody.
I know. Kudos. I know when I think of the Jim Tressel fade, I think of Marcus.